this way before. Traveled through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path. And like happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet. And nothing can shake me. Cause I know my took a hold. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. No, I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta prove. It's fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it to life. For the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn and develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Can't play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do. Some things you gotta prove. I'm gonna share all that I have and get to those in me.
What's up, DB? What up? Ooh, love is the word. JP, but we gonna call him JQ. What up, Jock? Big Lloyd in the house. Hey, what up, big homie? G Brown, what up? R Brown, what's up? What's up? KJ, what it do? KJ, coming up after JP, we got KJ. Hey, KJ, love is the word is gonna bring in third. Hey, we got Mark Wunderlich, a.k.a. the birthday boy. Hotep Shalom, how you doing? Phil J, 508, June 16th. The strip clubs open up, backing up in L.A. And we might be hearing the tunes of Percocet, Molly Percocet, Molly Percocet. Hotep Shalom, B&B Boxing News. Boo Robinson, welcome to the show. Boo Robinson, welcome to the show. Boo Robinson, welcome to the show. Appreciate you coming in tonight. Oh, man, you should see the lineup we have tonight. You should see the rack on these young ladies. Big Coop, what's up? Big Texas, a.k.a. Cletus in the house. Anybody need ones? Taiwan Berry Hill, you got a new coach over there, Taiwan Berry Hill. I was watching CNN and we had some a coaching change, and you know. Money, what it do, Money? Hey, y'all go see Money's last post, and we got to convince her to get up on this pole. Jack. Go look at it. Look like a CD cover of a chocolate Sade. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Owens tried to cover up today for what he's been avoiding for 3 days. And June 16th, that weekend, June 19th, Fred will be in the strip club just because I haven't been in over a year. Drop a couple $100 and call it a night, and that'll do it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the show. We got a fun one tonight, man. I want to go above and beyond, man. I want to challenge us. No pose for me, sir. It's okay. Just take your clothes off. You know what I'm saying? Just take your clothes off. You know what I mean? Oh, man. You know what I mean? Got out the pool. Drip. What does it say? Part 4 is back. Part 4. Where you been, man? Hey, so, I saw Forduna fight this past Saturday, and Canelo fights this upcoming Saturday. And I was like, damn. Those are the two winners of the COVID situation. Those are the two biggest winners. What's up, H? Those are the biggest winners of COVID-19. December, February, May. 7 fights. They got 7 fights together. Right? And I was thinking to myself, my favorite fighters have yet to fight or have only fought one time during COVID. And people say, oh, it ain't no money. It ain't no dates. But when in actuality, there is money. There is dates. But your black ass ain't fighting. You know what I mean? And this is and we're talking about across the street. We're not just talking about promoters now. We're not just gonna stick with Al Heyman, or I'm just not gonna stick. You can go anywhere you like, or Bob Arum, or Lou DiBella, or Eddie Hearn. It's across the board. I read an article the other day, about a week ago today. I read an article and I was like, what's up, box fans? He at work, man. Box fans at work, man. What's up, man? Hopefully we streaming live and direct, man. And I read an article and I saw a black media outlet, a black YouTuber, laugh at it. Like, ha, 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 Andrade, right? And I was like, damn, they don't see the big picture in this shit, dog. They don't see the big picture in this shit, man. Hopefully I could find it, man. I should have had it queued up, but, Kennedy would. Hey, I think women are born to love beards. I do. Kennedy loves my beard, man. I think women are born to love beards. Seriously. You know what I mean? She be all day. So all y'all young niggas, man, grow your beard out. You know what I mean? Grow your beard out. And sorry to all my Nation of Islam members in the chat. Nothing I can do for y'all. You know what I mean? Oh, man. So let me find this interview. Tom Brown. And I thought this was pretty compelling. April 26th was the date I read this article. And I was like, damn, they just fuck us in 8 different directions. Beards have superpowers. Facts. See, there we go. Beards have superpowers. You know what I mean? It's because you ain't got no hair. But I think I haven't had hair on my head since I was 19, though. So, and then I started going bald, and then it just never grew back. But since because I couldn't afford haircuts in college. So, and my barber was in LA and I was in Whittier, didn't have a car, so it was just too expensive. So I just went bald, you know. Yeah. So what I wanted to say, Big Lloyd, this article was pretty compelling, y'all. Pretty fucking compelling. I'm gonna read it to y'all, and when you hear it from my perspective, hopefully it makes sense to y'all. There's a line in here that I gotta find. I already saw the first line, but let me. All right, here we go. Can y'all see it? Let me enlarge it for y'all. Let me enlarge it. Right, cool. All right, cool. Appreciate you, box fans. All right, check this out. This is Tom Brown's quote. He says the problem is let me the problem is nobody wants to see Andrade fight, Brown told Boxing Scene. And then I want to steal a line from Eddie Hearn. Demetrius Andrade is absolutely horrendous to watch. So of course Eddie would like Andrade off his platform and have PBC stuck paying for a Charlo Andrade fight. Okay. Now, here's where I think we missed the ball as a group. Damn, I just had it. Oh, Charlo's upcoming fight. Look. Brown also took issue with Hearn's criticism of Charlo's upcoming optional WBC middleweight title defense against Juan Macias Montiel. Houston's Charlo is heavily favored to beat Mexico's Montiel in a fight Showtime will televise June 19th in Houston. But Brown believes Hearn should know better than to underestimate he didn't say a determined Mexican underdogs. Do y'all not get that? So a black champion, this is just how I'm reading it. A black champion ain't shit, but a Mexican underdog you should never underestimate. Never. And don't be fooled by the money, y'all. I'm gonna come back to this at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna read it at 10 o'clock. Don't be fooled by the money. Matchroom and PBC can come to a consensus on how to pay the salaries. You understand what I'm saying? This is the ultimate disrespect. I read that shit and I said, I'm going to sit back for a couple of days and I'm going to see how people receive that. Niggas was laughing at Andrade. Ha, 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 Andrade ain't shit. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he is or he isn't. But Andrade is a world champion. Montiel got four losses. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we are the most disrespect. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if you're pro Al Heyman. Tom Brown works for Al Heyman. I don't give a fuck about no Al Heyman, Bob Arum. I'm giving y'all game right now on the whole shebang. Y'all dumb niggas want to say, oh, Al is great. Bob Arum ain't shit. Well, how about you speak up for Gary Russell then? If Al Heyman is great, speak up for Gary Russell. Y'all dumb niggas are selective with your motherfucking criticism. Selective. Your whole moral compass change. You know what I mean? So anyways, as I digress into what I really want to say, the whole game is fucked up, y'all. The whole game is fucked up. And we sit here and allow the shit. And when a person like me gets on here and try and enunciate that was a play on last night's show, but get on here and try and hold the truth. You understand? So I think that we got to see the big picture. I just use Gary as an example. Gary can speak for himself. He can speak for himself. I'm just using that as an example. I think the fans are going to be the biggest. No, I think the boxers will be the biggest losers in this. But the reason why the fans ain't shit, the reason why the black fans ain't shit, because we pick sides instead of being just a boxing fan. You understand what I'm saying? And actually, y'all want to know the truth about Tom Brown? Tom Brown does nothing without the permission of Al Heyman. Nothing. He can't even breathe without Al Heyman. Trust me. All right. So at the end of the day, I say this. I don't give a fuck what promotional side it's on, because you can go to Top Rank, but y'all so Democratic confused. Y'all tell y'all Helen Keller Democrats, because y'all are so afraid to see the whole picture that y'all say, oh, this is Al Heyman. Hey, I'm gonna give you guys an example, and I brought this up in December. Shakur Stevenson bailed out Bob Arum. Shakur Stevenson bailed out Bob Arum. That June something date when the kid caught COVID. You understand? When the kid caught COVID, Shakur Stevenson wasn't going to fight, but they had already invested in that card already. They already paid their advances to the fighters. The date had already been confirmed. You understand what I'm saying? And Shakur Stevenson jumped in and saved the day. Just like we always do. We always get in front of the white man and take the bullets. We always get in front of him and take the bullets. The same way we did for Joe Biden when he said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. 90% of black people voted for Joe Biden. So that's all I'm saying is we got to. I'm gonna put the phone lines up. We got to see the big picture, and until we see the big picture, we ain't gonna get shit. Just like yesterday, Brandon called in and says, well, we got a fight in Texas, 30 minutes from Galveston, but you just saw a car with 8 Latinos on it, and you're compromising your whole masculinity. You're compromising your whole masculinity to shield for a man you've never spoke to, never met. He's never paid your rent. He's never paid your car note. He's never paid your mortgage, and you're shielding for a man that don't give 2 fucks about you. If we can get 8 Latinos on a card, we can get 8 black people on a card. I'm just saying. No, we need to use our voices. We got to. What's up with Tony Harrison? What happened to Tony Harrison? Tony Harrison's my guy, man. Okay, we got to make an abrupt left turn. Let me go to. Oh man, God, man, what's going on with him? What's going on with Tony Harrison? That's the second time I saw it in the chat. Now niggas ain't gonna boycott, just like niggas ain't gonna create their own voting party. Niggas ain't gonna boycott. You know what I mean? What's wrong with Tony Harrison? Let me hashtag him. Because I will call him right now, because Tony Harrison is a good brother. No, he looked. Oh man, he looked bad his last fight. All right, man. Woo! Thank God, because Tony Harrison is a tough cookie. So if something's happened to Tony Harrison, we got to check on him. You know what I mean? He's not like he's not like he's not mentally weak. You know what I mean? So if we got to check on Tony Harrison, we got to check on Tony Harrison. You know what I'm saying? So, but oh man, no, Tony Harrison never paid my mortgage. He's never paid my, but I've met him. So, what I will say this is, but I have like a relationship with Tony Harrison. Like I've actually met him, you know, broke bread with him. I know it was sarcasm. So I say this. Oh, let me put the thing in the chat so we can get this show going. Until we realize the power that we actually have, we ain't gonna be, man, we gonna be subservient to all this shit. Subservient to all this shit. I'm listening. I'm gonna tell you how weak we are. I'm talking about us as a collective. I'm included in this too. I'm not alienating myself from this. I'm talking about us as a collective. A black man can look at 4 fights on pay-per-view for $50. Charlo's fight was $75, by the way. But they want as many people to watch this fight as possible. They put it for $50. We can watch 8 Latinos walk into the ring. And then Brandon calls in and says, oh, it don't have to be 8 black fighters. We can have 4. But you know what? It's 30 miles from Galveston. Well, shit. Cinco de Mayo started in LA. It didn't start in Mexico. A beer company in LA started it. Go do your research. But we're so compromised. We so want to pacify and make people happy. Actually, Jim Jones met with Jim Jones. All these scared people coming in like, see, we're afraid to stand here. We think we got to integrate every thought, every action. We got to integrate our religious thoughts, our religious beliefs. You get what I'm saying? No, I mean, the Nation of Islam thought Jim Jones was cool. They partnered up on some level in the 70s. You know what I mean? Man, you're not gonna get me, man. I'm so well. I got depth, man. Anyways, we gotta. It's just sad that we as a collective gotta compromise ourselves and sit comfortable when we're compromised. Bite our tongue. It's okay. It's okay. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll just sit here. You know what I mean? Obviously, Earl Spence has some level of discomfort. He tweeted, Fox, why don't you release the fight date? No fight date. Canelo's fighting this Saturday and he's fighting in September. Earl Spence outsold him. But y'all gonna say, oh, y'all don't want to hear the truth. Nobody wants to hear the truth. DB, none of y'all want to hear the truth. Y'all think I'm hating on Al Hain. I'm hating on the whole game. The whole game is fucked up. The whole game is fucked up. You know what I mean? The whole game is just fucked up, and we just sit here and just take it. Just take it. It's okay. It's okay. We make the most money in the sport. The most fans want to see us fight. We got the top 10 pay-per-views in the history of the sport. Y'all niggas believe Logan Paul and that white boy did 1.3 million. Y'all believe that shit. I didn't believe it. Y'all did. 1.3. How they do 1.3 million? Come on, man. Floyd by himself fighting nobody can't do 1.3 million. You understand what I'm saying? How does this guy who has no penetration in the boxing market do 1.3 million? How? I don't know who Ben Askren is prior to this fight. I just found out who Jake Paul was maybe a year ago, the Devin Haney fight. So 2 years maybe. Yeah. A year and a half ago. How the hell can he do 1.3 million buys? Y'all don't. And media felt for that shit. Media felt. Oh, they did 1 point. No, it's impossible. It's impossible for them to do those numbers. It's flat out impossible. Yeah, I forgot to hit my bad. I totally forgot to the truth sounds funny, because insecure and uncomfortable people, y'all gonna say this is about Al Heyman. That's about boxing. It's about the total thing in boxing. Y'all niggas want to feel comfortable, so you gonna say it's Al Heyman versus Bob Arum. Nah, it's the whole sport of boxing. It's the whole sport. And we just sit here. Oh, we got 5. What's up, man? You come in here once. What's up, man? You come in here once a month.
This is what it feels like.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, hey, finish your thought off, man, because you on to something, bro.
Oh, nah, I'm just saying that we just compromise ourselves for a level of comfort. We are afraid to go full-fledged and demand what we want out of the sport of boxing because we don't want to upset or make someone feel uncomfortable. I just said Tom Brown, because we want to get technical about it. Tom Brown is a white man who takes orders from Al Heyman. This man basically said a Mexican underdog, hey, shit, we shouldn't be complaining about a Mexican underdog. Nah, not one bit. Nah, not one bit. But we should. But you know what? We should exile a current world champion. And we just sit here and allow it. I'm not an Andrade fan. But I'm just saying, if we look at what happened Saturday, we hear what they said about Andrade leading into the fight. So, anyways, go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right, man. And look at the double standard. Andrade beat the piss out of that white boy. He got rocked a few times, but he never went down. Mm-hmm. I'd say you can maybe get that dude maybe 3 rounds, but that's been generous. And they, and the standard for us is different from the standard from everybody else.
Right.
You could give a dude 3 rounds at most, but you still look bad. You still regress. You still this. You still that. But if it was the other way around, the guy was tough as nails. He had heart. Everybody but us would get credit for having heart, being tough, doing this, doing that. When it's us, it's like we held to some impossible standard, bro. Like we got to be perfect, dog. Like we got to, just shut you out to at least get half the credit that we give anybody else for doing this, for actually doing half of that. So it's crazy, man. Which brings me to PBC, man, because I noticed some things about them, man, that I'm not really like that really upsets me about PBC, man. The night Wilder got robbed and lost. Well, I'm gonna say he got cheated. They brought Larry Merchant. I don't know where they dug that dude up. I'm convinced PBC is the new HBO. After Ruiz fight, they talking about him fighting Wilder. Where did that come from? You just got dropped by Areola, a guy Wilder beat with one arm. Why is y'all trying to match this man up? And then you see here he's in arbitration with Fear, trying to get this coward in the ring to get him his payback. Why is PBC pushing? It seems like they're pushing agendas, man. Like I don't understand it. You know what? Y'all want to match Ruiz up with somebody? Give Ortiz his shot. Fight Ortiz. Everybody's ducking this man. They say, but they ducking him. Wilder the only guy to fight him not once but twice. You see what I'm saying? And it's crazy, bro. And one more point, heading towards Saturday. Billy Ho don't want his O to go. Bars. I'm going to say it again. Billy Ho don't want his O to go. This motherfucker doing everything in his power to get up out this fight. First, he try to have a built-in excuse talking about, Canelo on the juice, this, that. And it's ironic because motherfucker use a cheater. And then Fury gonna bring his punk ass out and try to take up for Billy Ho. Use a cheater. You talking about how you gonna pass him the brass knuckles you used to cheat Wilder with. Man, come on, man. The white privilege is some other shit, bro. I'm telling you, boy, that's some shit like a motherfucking boxing, bro. So back to what I was saying. So Billy Ho, You sitting here talking about Canelo this, Canelo that. This dude running for the hills. First he wanted a small. First he was saying, yeah, that's what I was saying. First he was saying he want he trying to warn everybody about Canelo, his tactics, the judges, this and that. He pretty much trying to make a built-in excuse for why he gonna get that ass whooped Saturday. And I do want him to get that ass whooped Saturday because I don't like Billy Ho. He cut from the same cloth to Fury. I don't like that dude. He's despicable, just like Fury. Like these dudes, you a cheater, Billy Ho, but then you doing the very thing that you accusing other people of doing. But then it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Now you about to be on the receiving end of that shit, and you don't like it. You trying to do everything in your power to get up out there. Now he complaining about the ring size. Then his Paul gonna come on and say something. Then Fury gonna come on and say something. Fury, you got Wilder problems, nigga. Your days are numbered. Wilder gonna get you. They trying to create an illusion about some Joshua fight that ain't happening. Since Wilder activated his rematch clause, that Joshua fight was never realistic. I don't understand how people was even old media. That's what it was. They was trying to give it win and give it power and give it thought. But look, the truth is always gonna come to the light, bro. Now everybody's starting to see what's been in existence since the day Wilder activated that rematch clause. Fury can't fight nobody but Wilder, or he gotta pay him. He ain't got that money. Bob Arum ain't gonna be willing to pay that money. You gotta fight that man. You gotta see that man. So you need to step back, let Billy Ho take his O, because he's a hoe. Billy Ho don't want his O to go. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Appreciate you, big dog. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Thank you.
Already.
All right. And I was gonna talk about this on Wednesday. Wednesday was our next open day, and might as well just mash it in now. Chris Arreola. I'm gonna see if y'all got this too. I'm gonna see if y'all got this. Chris Arreola, who wins out of hold up 1 second, 919. Let me get this point out. Who wins out of Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder? Oh, Chris Arreola. I mean Andy Ruiz. He was sticking with his brother. And then it was orchestrated. That shit was it was completely orchestrated, y'all. It went from Chris Arreola saying Andy Ruiz can beat Deontay Wilder, and then 13 seconds later, it's on the website. That shit is completely orchestrated, y'all. It's a game of like they hiding this shit in plain sight, and we just yeah. No, everybody in the world knows Andy Ruiz can't beat Deontay Wilder, but it's not even about that. They're propelling him and protecting Arreola, because guess what Arreola's gonna do? He gonna get another payday. Guess who's gonna get another payday? Andy Ruiz. Anyhow, man, what's up? 919. What you got? First time call? Who this?
Yeah, it's my first time, man.
All right, here. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome, man. Who this? What's your name, man?
My name is Jamal, man.
I appreciate you calling. Thank you, Jamal. What you got?
Man, I'm just confused on what we're supposed to do as boxing fans. Like every month, there's a popping UFC fight with two of the biggest names in the sport every month with the UFC. But in boxing, if I want to see my favorite fighter, Jermell Charlo, do anything, I go on his Instagram live, and the first thing he's doing is talking about his golf cart costs more than somebody's girlfriend's car. It's like, nigga, get in the ring, nigga. You talking about a damn golf cart, but we want to see you in the ring. And then we do see most of these fighters in the ring, they fighting somebody we don't want to see them fight. Like Jermall Charlo ain't fought nobody since 154. It's like, damn, what these niggas want us to do? The only niggas we get to see consistently fight is Canelo. And he a drug cheat. So it's like, damn, who should we really be a fan of? Canelo the only dude fighting. The Charlos fight once a year. You know, we'll take Earl out of it because he got hurt. Crawford fight once a year. Like, what we gonna do? Like, what is the change? You just gonna stop watching boxing? What we gonna do?
Oh, I mean, challenge the fighters. I mean, the best we can do. We have a platform right here that's pretty damn fearless. I think we should challenge the fighters to just be who you're supposed to be. You're a gladiator. In the ring, outside the ring. You shouldn't be subservient to nobody. You know, you should be. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, they want to be subservient to like the ESPNs of the world and like what the white man think of them. Like they get mad at Jake Paul and shit. Jake Paul promoted himself, or Ryan Garcia. I don't fuck with him, but he promoted himself, so he put himself out there for a big ass audience. And people really is like, even when he not fighting, it's like he always in people's faces. When most of these dudes not fighting, like Jared Hurd with a dog a couple years ago, people don't know what the fuck he doing now. He get like 5,000 likes on an Instagram post. Like, nigga, you was a world champ, unified world champ. But they don't promote themselves, they don't fight. And then when you go at them and say something in their comments, they're like, oh, you a hoe. I got more money than you. Yeah, nigga, you a prize fighter. You still have more money than
you should, right?
The fuck?
You should.
Like, yeah, nigga, you should. But I'm trying to give you some more money, nigga. I'm trying to give you that $100 to watch your pay-per-view. Shit crazy. I'm like, damn, you can't even have a conversation with them. They act like they above us. Like, you supposed to be the people's champ. Like Muhammad Ali, all the greats, they was the people's champ. These niggas is the WBC champ. They just care about the WBC. They care about the WBA. They care about the WBO. It's like, nah, nigga, you should care about niggas in the barbershop. Not these niggas, not no Stephen A. Smith. We don't even give a fuck. Really, y'all trying to go in ESPN and talk to them niggas for what? So they can be on. You can get their segment popping for a day, then everybody forget about your ass and not even buy your pay-per-view. Half these niggas not on pay-per-view no more. If your ass ain't Tank, if you ain't connected with Floyd or you not fucking Earl, you probably not even gonna be on pay-per-view. Shit just sad, bro. Niggas just don't even want to fight no more. But they boxers. Then they mad at Jake Paul. Shit, at least that nigga fighting.
No, he fighting. He fought twice in, I don't know when he fought, November, December. Yeah, he fought twice in the past 5 months.
And he been promoting his show too. He been calling people out and actually going out and trying to pursue those fights. Nigga will call a nigga out and then just be silent for months on end. Oh yeah, I want to fight that nigga, then don't do nothing about it. That nigga Andrade, he be calling niggas out, but he ain't got no pull because don't nobody really want to see him like that. Like if Charlo really wanted to go fight Andrade or Triple G or Canelo, he'd be in these niggas' faces.
Right.
Like Devin Haney, that's a nigga that want to fight somebody.
Yeah,
he in everybody's
right.
face.
He in everybody's face.
Yeah, that's a real champ.
Facts.
Like he really doing what champs do. If you in my weight class, you call yourself a champ, you got to see me. Like it ain't no running around. Oh, you got to follow me, you got to see me. Like that nigga Roy Jones, he'll fight for any belt back in the day. These niggas, they get a belt, just post up, fight a Mexican nigga with the last name Castano and be like, all right, I'm cool, I'm chilling. Like, nah, niggas, fight the champs. But I don't want to take up too much time. Appreciate you letting me come on the platform.
Welcome.
It was cool getting to talk with you, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, it's late out here on the East Coast, man. It got down 12 o'clock.
I know. Appreciate you staying up with us, man. You can go to bed now. You got it off your chest now, man.
I appreciate it, brother.
All right, peace, dog. Yeah. You know, and to all the people that are in the chat in their feelings and shit, this ain't about no Pacific promoter, advisor. I'm telling y'all about the game. The game. Y'all just read it in the article. This is a promoter. This is a promoter. A promoter. That promotes, he promotes every PBC card. What's up, man? What you got?
What's going on, Fred? How you doing this evening?
I'm good, man. Go ahead.
Man, I've been on this train for a while now. Like
specific,
like the last caller said, man. You can go at these fighters and you can be in their mentions and whatever on social media, but all they gonna say and all they little fanboys gonna say, "Oh, you a hater. Oh, I got more money than you." And man, I don't give a shit about that ugly ass Gucci belt you got on. Like, bruh, I think the problem is now we don't have any fighters anymore. Like, nobody really want to fight. They just enjoy what boxing brings to them. But, Fred, I can't wait until the Wilder hater comes on.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got 100-round drum, bruh.
He ready, too. He excited.
Oh my God! Man, I ain't gonna say too much because I know he probably listening, but
He watching.
I want one of the first cracks on him. It's gonna be a short show for him. But yeah, man. I brought it up probably about a month ago now, and it seems like it's more of a realistic possibility now than it was before about Charlo and Andrade fighting in October. It's like you said back then. It made too much sense for boxing, and now I think I think you brought it up as it being a bad thing. I think it's a good thing now. Like it makes too much sense for them two to fight each other because nobody else wants to fight them at 160. The other two champions ain't gonna fight you at 160. Why not fight each other unless one of y'all gonna move up? What else do you have to do besides tarnish your legacy fighting these bums, man? Oh, I'm sorry, Mexican Warrior. Somebody who can go in there and not get knocked out as a Mexican Warrior. But if a black fighter did it, he's a bum. So I get what you're saying on that. And back to that Chris Arreola, Andy Ruiz thing. Man, listen. Like I said before, when that fight was announced, I thought Chris Arreola was done 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, when Deontay Wilder beat the shit out of him with a broke hand down here in Birmingham. So for him to drop, Andy Ruiz and then say, "Oh, Andy Ruiz can beat Deontay Wilder," you a shot fighter, dog. Whatever you saying right now about who can beat who, don't even matter. How can somebody who you went 12 rounds with beat somebody who beat you with one hand? Like, man, come on, dog. Be real with yourself first. Because I believe he actually thought he won. Well, no, he said he didn't win that fight, but I was disappointed I ain't win more rounds. Well, you lost. Who cares? But I'm sick of these niggas too, Fred. Don't nobody want to fight no more, man. Or they're not giving us the fights we want to see. And even if we go on social media because we ain't got their numbers, we're not connected with them like that. Even if we go on social media and demand these fights, they just gonna blow us off like we peasants. Like, no, I'm telling you, bruh, shut up and take. Like the last caller said, nigga, shut up and take my money and fight somebody we want to see you fight. We want to give you some more money. So, I mean, they missing the point, man. It's a lot of them that's missing the point. And I wonder what's gonna happen with this Jamel Herring, Shakur Stevenson, and Oscar Valdez situation down at 135. I'm interested in that because nobody said this a few months ago too. Nobody wants to see the boogeyman down there. Nobody wants to fight Devin Haney. I'm interested to see what's going to happen at 130 and 135, and I'm interested to see what's going to happen with this Deontay Wilder situation after all the court proceedings are over. Who's actually going to be bold enough to get in there with him? So, but what day is he coming on again, Fred? Because I got to be ready, man. I'm
Thursday.
Thursday? Oh, I got to get him first. I want him fresh. It's going to be easy work, Fred. But that's my call, man. I get off the line. I'm back in the chat.
Appreciate you, mate.
All
right, one. Yeah, the Wilder hater will be in here Thursday. And I want to say this too. Jamel Herring, Shakur Stevenson, and Gary Russell can lock up 130 for the next 2 years. I mean, when I say lock up, you got one belt, 3 fighters. Literally lock it up. If Gary moves up to 130, that is, right? What's up, Batman? I mean, man, we can flex our power. Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford can lock up the welterweight division. Lock up the welterweight division. 154. Oh my God. Who's the champion at 154? Jamel? Jamel Charlo don't seem like the guy that's a leader. If those 154 guys got together and be like and protected each other, made sure they all have fight dates, and that would be epic. You know? But you know, I mean, this common sense shit is called revolutionary. Ain't nothing revolutionary about just doing what you're supposed to do. What up, Aeon Jack? What you got, man?
Yo, salute, Fred. How you doing?
Feeling good, man. What you got?
Oh man, I'm just kicking it. I'm listening to this talk about Areola, what he said about Wilder and Andy Ruiz. I just want to touch on that because I'm from the city. I'm repping the 909 currently, but I'm really from the 310. I just want to school some of my brothers who ain't really from Cali. They really don't know that Mexicans really feel like they can get some. Like they real bold. They real extraordinary with how they think that they could really just, walk up on niggas and just like beat them out like that. But I really want to see that fight. I have nothing but love for my Mexican friends and associates and business partners. But at the same time, many of them come at us like they just gonna roll us over. I guess they see niggas necks getting stepped on TV. They think it's really like that. Them folk got guns. That's why they do that. But what I really want to say is I really want to see Ruiz and Wilder get down because I really want to see if he can really stand the test of time. I want to see some dog shit this year. Like for real, I really want to see some dog shit. And we should all want to see some dog shit because that's what really make money. So, you know what I'm saying? If Mexicans is getting all these dates and stuff, then let's start taking our Mexicans on these dates then. It's nothing. That's all I want to say.
Facts.
But yeah, I'm back in the chat.
Appreciate you, Aeon.
Yeah.
Wow. Big Dog Willie said Burt Reynolds wrote lyrics for LL Cool J. Probably I'm bad. Probably that one. Well, I was just about to go to you, man. Damn, man. I was just about to hit you up. Damn, man. And that's the consensus of energy that I would like. You understand? Is that we can lock up the sport of boxing, man. Lock it up like we playing dominoes or something, Kyle. Lock it up, man. Game lock. Turn them over. What's up, Kyle?
What's going on, man? What's going down? Hey, man, you spot on, man. You spot on. We got to demand more, man, as fans, though, for real. But it's hard to demand more, man. You know what I mean? Because we love the sport so much that
I
want to watch boxing. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard, but I really believe, man, that we need an all-black card, man. You know what I mean? And I think that the Juneteenth card, that will give America a reason to see it, to watch it, to, okay, this is what Juneteenth is. And then once you start seeing it more and more, then it becomes something. Like Christmas wasn't always Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Neither was Easter. But eventually, you know what I'm saying, the tradition started. So I think that we need to start that tradition soon and very, very soon. You know what I mean? I think
we are going to see the King. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We are going to see the King. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, man, that's my take on the matter for sure. I want to see what they're gonna do though, man. I really do. And I don't know why Fox is taking so long to drop this schedule, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what this Errol Spence fight gonna be like, man, so I can get my shit together, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like in August now, right? We in May. He needs 12 weeks. May. So it can't be in July. I think July is set. There's no pay-per-views in July. So you got Oscar July 3rd, July 10th. I don't know. July 10th is the backpack and haircut giveaway. July 17th, Jamel Charles. They can go to 24th and the 31st. They
gotta do something, man, because I'm trying to I haven't planned nothing for July just because of that. You know what I'm saying? Just because I thought he was gonna fight in July. So I'm like, man, I ain't planning nothing for July. But this week, we're going to Philly. My boy Sheem Jefferson is fighting. He main eventing. He on the main event. So if you get a chance, buy it on pay-per-view, man. Support that young brother, man. He coming up in the game, and I guarantee you.
When's he fighting?
Huh?
When's he fighting?
He fights Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's finally getting tired. So yeah, man. It's gonna be a good one, man. I guarantee he's gonna be a world champion. You know what I'm saying? Multi-world champion. And I'm willing to bet on that. You know what I mean? I'm not that wrong. I'm never really that wrong. You know what I mean? I want to say this, man. Everybody loves Jerron Ennis, but the first person that told the barbershop about Jerron Ennis, this guy right here. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Fred, about what was that 3 years ago? I told you about this kid.
Some time ago.
You know what I mean? Now everybody on the train. Now everybody on the bandwagon. But listen, man, I'm always ahead of the curve. So if you wanna bet on fights, you know what I mean? If you wanna find the next fighter, follow your boy. Also, Movie Mondays right after Fred. I gotta drink about 2 5-hour energy drinks tonight, Fred, because they got me at the most boring post tomorrow, and it's a sleepy post. If you work in a hospital and you work on the kid floor, like the baby where the baby's being born, at graveyard, it's sleepy time. So I gotta drink a couple of energy drinks, man, so I can stay up. But yeah, Fred, man, make sure y'all go support that young brother, man. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna post it, and I'm probably gonna post it on my show tonight, man. So y'all can go see him. He been on the show already a couple of days ago, so he supposed to come on the show this week before the fight. So y'all make sure y'all support him. But I'll be in Philly this week, and then next week I'll be in Myrtle Beach for Slick Nick's fight. So we traveling. All right, Big Fred. Whatever interviews I get, you get.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. That's love. Thank you. Yeah, man. It's yeah, man, the boxing section. Yeah, I just want us to see the big picture in this shit, man. We compromise. I think we compromise ourselves. We compromise ourselves so much in every asset of our lives, man. And then we get to a gladiator sport where you literally get to be barbaric. And we compromise ourselves. Man. You want to beam in? There you go, man. Go ahead and beam in. He just hits the ring button when he's ready. You know. Yeah, all you, man. I thought that they were gonna announce the Fox schedule because Earl said something, and I heard Blue Blood say something, and then I heard Blue Blood say it, so I said it here, and I thought that they were gonna announce the schedule, man. This is Canelo week. They may announce on the 15th then. No, that's Showtime. Hopefully they announce something, you know. So, you know, we all looking forward to it. I'll just sit here like y'all. And but Earl ain't fought since December. And he said he's coming back in the summertime. So he still has time. He has August and July. And then we won't see him again until next April. Man, I don't know how these niggas will be satisfied fighting once a year in their prime, dog. I don't get it, man. I would be yelling, hooting, and hollering. I don't give a fuck what promotional company. I don't know. I don't know how these niggas just be satisfied fighting once a year. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Helena's too also have been. Yeah. I thought that they were gonna throw Helena's against like a just move him forward because Kaunaki fighting Helena's is the same opponent versus anybody. So if Kaunaki loses that fight, he becomes nobody, you know. So I thought they were just going to move him forward, but maybe they'll do part 2. I know that was signed, that was agreed upon. But so was Gary Russell, Ray Vargas. That was agreed upon. So I say keep on demanding shit. Keep on demanding shit. Don't settle, y'all. Don't settle. If you see somebody do A, then you deserve at least A, if not more. If you see someone do B, you deserve at least B, right? Ain't that why we fucking integrated? Aren't y'all niggas fighting for equality right now? That's equality. That's equivalent to equality. Oh, but equality don't count in sports. It only counts in politics. Man, come on, man. Man, come on, man. I and I'm telling you, I'm gonna be on the right side of history. I don't think they're gonna do that though. Fred, what if Fox uses Spence Ugas funding to do? No, Plant got to go to the zone for that. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell the zone. Nah, I think they're gonna go to the zone for that. Plant is actually training already, so that should be cool. That's gonna be a fun fight. And keep it real. Never wrong, Taylor. And you know that because you were corrected last week. Remember how you were corrected last week? And I think you were corrected the week before, and then the week before, then the week before, then the week before. History is gonna prove me right at the end of the day, because you know what we're gonna be saying about Jaron Ennis in 2 years? Why he ain't fighting nobody? Why he ain't fighting nobody? What's up, 202? Why Jaron Ennis ain't fighting nobody, man? That's your hometown. Oh,
what's up, Fred?
Hey, what's up, man? How you feel?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. How look? You on point again, Fred, about us having an all melanated fight card, and we deserve it. We really truly deserve it. We support a lot of good fights, great fights. We've been in the arenas, and we didn't do that bullshit they pulled at Areola and Ruiz. You seen that? You seen them people was fighting and had innocent bystanders getting hit and stuff. You saw that thuggish, thug behavior. You saw that at the Areola and Ruiz fight.
Yeah, I saw it.
Saw that shit. Come on now, that's not gonna happen with us. I've been at a fight where it easily could have went down like that, but no, we as a people, we kept it cool, calm, and we enjoyed the fight. We may have argued, but nothing popped off. They gave him that, and some people probably got hurt. Innocent people. Remember what happened with Jacobs and Chavez Jr. when he quit? They was throwing bottles and stuff.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, they was throwing bottles everywhere. And Daniel Jacobs, while he was doing the interview, he had to dodge beer bottles. I mean, come on now. Look, just stack the card. Just do what they did with the Charlo brothers. Do a double feature and just have all melanated cards. You know how they had the 3-fight card in the the evening, I think, or the afternoon, and then another 3-fight card in the late evening or night. So they could easily do that and charge $50 like they did for the Ruiz Areola. Let's not forget the Charlos. Look, man, shout out to the Charlos, well, especially Jamel. That man needs to be pushed. He needs to be invested in heavily. He's been taking risk after risk after risk. When in the time we as boxing fans are complaining that our favorite fighters and fighters alike aren't taking risks, he needs to get his respect. He's fighting champion after champion, the next man up, and they don't put him on the pound for pound list, while some of these other people's favorite fighters pull out the number 5 guy, the number 10 guy. Have an all Juneteenth card or all melanated card and headline it with Jamel Charlo. Put some fucking respect on that man's name. Put some respect. Who else is going to go through a Jason Rosario, Tony Harrison, and now Brian Castano? Who else? You got guys like Triple G who don't want to fight till December. You got guys in the 168 division who they didn't want to unify at all until Canelo showed up. They didn't want to unify. What happened? Why Caleb Plant and David Benavidez didn't fight? Why Wilder and Joshua didn't fight? The number 1 and the number 2. But Jermell Charlo's consistently fighting the number 2 guy, the number 1 guy, or number 3 guy. They need to put some respect on that man's name. They even was late with his belt. Wasn't he complaining about his IBF belt? And they was doing an investigation on his win. Mm-hmm. All those other fights that we seen that looked like dives was taken, and they thought this man had a dive. He wasn't even nominated for KO of the year. When was the last time you see on the top level a championship fight where a guy knocks another guy out with a jab to the stomach? I don't ever see. It's rare. He should have been nominated for knockout of the year. And if he knocks out Brian Castaño, who I think is going to give him a really tough fight, I think Styles make fights. He's going to give him a tough fight. He's not no dumb fighter, even though he comes forward. He's not a dumb fighter. I think Jermell's going to pull it out in a classic fight, a great fight. I'm tired of seeing this shit, man. We need that card, Fred. You was on point. We need it. After what they pulled out the red carpet for Andy Ruiz, and he didn't do that good against a top 25, top 30 fighter. Well, actually, he was named top 25. He was retired, basically. I'm telling y'all, put some respect on Jermell's name. That man deserves to have what Andy Ruiz got. Pay-per-view. They pulled that man off pay-per-view. The reason why those numbers didn't do good, because they didn't promote the Charlos. Promote them. They have a personality. They piss people off. They cause controversy. They say stupid stuff. They do some nice things in their community. They do nice things with their gym and stuff, especially Jermell. I'm tired of seeing the disrespect these especially these melanated fighters get, man. I'm tired of this shit. Put that man on pay-per-view and promote him. Have him everywhere. He's a unified champ in a competitive division. And they disrespecting Derrick James as well, man. It's sad to see. I think we need to just start promoting these guys more. Hey, go show your friend who's not a boxing fan, the Charlo brothers. Show them these fighters. Like, hey, man, check this out. Look at these highlights. And get more people involved. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you fucking do it. Telling them, asking them, and begging them is not going to do nothing, Fred. It's not going to do nothing. It's not going to do nothing. They don't care. I hope all of y'all streamed the card, even though it was a good card. Ariel Ruiz, it was a good card. I'm not going to lie, it was entertaining. But they did the Charles brothers dirty. They charged them They charged $75. Remember they was complaining about the price, Fred? Those news articles. They was complaining about the Fred, about the
I remember.
But yet they give Ruiz and Ariel $50. I'm telling you, bro. This is the last thing I'm about to say. Hey, we want that Wilder versus Ruiz, man. We don't want to see Ortiz versus Ruiz. You see what they ducking, man. They ducking that man Wilder, man. They don't want that smoke. You saw Canelo's coach what he said about Wilder. You saw what he said. You saw what he said, Fred?
Who?
Andy Ruiz's coach.
No, what the Andy Ruiz coach say?
Reynoso. Yeah, Canelo coach. Yeah, he said basically that Wilder's a dangerous fight for Ruiz. Okay. A very dangerous fight. That they're gonna have to actually work very hard to win that fight. That it's a dangerous fight. You know, they're gonna have to really work for that one. So, but that's my call, man. Hey, man, they sleeping on that man Wilder, man. Put some respect on these fighters' name. I'm telling you, man. Put it in Atlanta, put it in Florida, put it anywhere. It's gonna do well. All melanated cards. Jermell Charlo, I'm talking Wilder, all of them. Put them on the card. Charge $55, $60. Not no $75. Come on now. These people don't care about boxing, Fred. They don't care. Man, that's my call, and I'm out.
Thank you for calling. Appreciate you. We got H, man. What you got, H?
Fred, you know what I got? I got that fire. You dig? Hey, Fred, let's get straight to the smoke. You know what I mean? First of all, Eddie Hearn.
Bitch, in a click you came. West Side when we ride rolling. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Fred, you on your Tupac shit, you feel me? You always had a little bit Tupac vibe. I don't know if it was the bald head. I don't know what it was. But you always kind of remind me of Tupac a little bit. With a little bit of Malcolm X.
Tell Janet to come holler at me then.
Who?
Tell Janet to come holler at me then. Or Jada. Janet or Jada.
Jackson?
Well, I don't want Jada no more. Jada kind of.
Janet don't, man. I don't know what happened to Janet, man. She don't look the same no more, man. She fell off, man.
It's still a
She fell off. Trust me. She fell off, man. But Fred, I'm gonna tell you like this. Eddie Hearn, he needs to give Devin Haney the big fights. If you look at his track record now I'm Mr. DAZN. Now, Eddie Hearn, you cannot fool me no more with all of your money. You can't fool me no more because you dress nice and you talk a good game. It's not about that. At the end of the day, Bob Arum has been putting on the biggest fights in boxing. Bob Arum. And he comes to this platform. He comes to the barbershop.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah. Bob Arum been doing this for years. He been promoting Muhammad Ali. Marvin Hagler, rest in peace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, historically. Okay. What about right now?
I thought you were talking about now. I'm like, I don't know who.
Let's talk about right now. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk. Now, we just seen Miguel Berchelt versus Oscar Valdez, a Mexican war. Fight of the year so far.
It was the build-up. No, it was the performance of the year, not fight of the year. Performance of
knockout of the year and a knockout of the year. All free television. Yep, Bob Arum is winning. He got ESPN behind him. He got Disney with him. Bob Arum is putting on free fights, the biggest fights. Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko on free television. While PBC, they are charging us for Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola. That was the worst pay-per-view card I've ever seen. That was the worst one of all time. All time, Fred. And guess what? Andy Ruiz, he stuck up the joint. I mean, he went life and death with a 40-year-old Chris Arreola. Now, you got to give Deontay Wilder credit because he knocked out Chris Arreola, a younger Chris Arreola. You know what I mean? For a world title with a belt on the line. Now, this guy, Andy Ruiz, couldn't even knock out Chris Arreola. Wilder knocked him out. A younger and fresher version, right? Am I right or wrong?
Younger,
and he was a fresher. Like, he was he was in a better shape. He was better at that time. That was a better version of a Chris Arreola, I would say, that Wilder went against. Do you agree?
He was.
I would say so.
Yeah, because he was 6 years younger.
Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And Chris Arreola dropped Andy Ruiz. Chris Arreola couldn't drop Deontay Wilder. We got to start giving Deontay Wilder credit. People like to say Wilder never fought nobody, but Wilder beat Bermain Stavern for a world title who knocked out Chris Arreola Stavern. Come on, man. Let's be real.
Dancing to that motherfucker.
Exactly, with a broken hand. I think a torn bicep Wilder in the first fight. With one hand beat him. With the jab, showed his boxing skills, outboxed him to a victory. And then in the rematch, he knocked him out. But my point is that Anthony Joshua, I like Anthony Joshua, but they overhype his resume. Anthony Joshua got a lot of fanboys. People like to say, oh, Wilder, you a Wilder fanboy, this and that. But what about these Anthony Joshua fanboys that give him so much credit for beating Charles Martin? Charles Martin, right, was a vacant champion just like Stavern. If you go and give Anthony Joshua credit for beating Charles Martin, give Deontay Wilder credit for beating Bermain Stavern. That's my whole point, Fred. You see what I'm saying? Now, we talk about the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division. It's a great it's on fire. You got Tyson Fury, undefeated. 2-time Ring Magazine WBC world champion. Tyson Fury, who beat the best. He beat Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder was knocking everybody out. Deontay Wilder was the man. He was the man. He was the number one heavyweight in the world. Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz. How in the fuck did Anthony Joshua lose to Andy Ruiz? It was the biggest upset in the history of boxing. I'm talking about Andy Ruiz on a 5-week notice. Knocked out Anthony Joshua. Andy Ruiz never beat a top 10 heavyweight. He wasn't even ranked. Nobody even knew who Andy Ruiz was. How did Anthony Joshua lose to somebody like Andy Ruiz? Andy Ruiz is a bum. He's a bum. He's a bum, Fred. You know that he's a bum. He got dropped by Chris Arreola. Chris Arreola was buckling him. He hurt him plenty of times. He was rocking him. This dude struggled with a Chris Arreola. They need to give Deontay Wilder the Andy Ruiz fight. He deserves it. Will Al Heyman give Wilder this opportunity, or will they give it to a Otto Wallin? You know what I mean? The same way they gave Keith Thurman to Manny Pacquiao, and Earl Spence was on the outside looking in, and that was supposed to be his fight. You hear me, Fred? At least Bob Arum giving his fighters those opportunities. I mean, we could say a lot about the Terrence Crawford situation, but no matter what people say, Terrence Crawford is number one pound for pound. He's a 3-division world champion. He's undisputed. He was undisputed. Terrence Crawford is number one. If Terrence Crawford retired right now, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? But back to Eddie Hearn, Fred. Has Eddie Hearn gave Demetrius Andrade the big fights, Fred? Yes or no? Did he give him Canelo? Did he give him Triple G? Did he get the Charlo fight, Andrade?
No.
Did Devin Haney get the Lomachenko fight, Fred?
No.
Exactly. This is a trend. This is a trend with all of Eddie Hearn fighters. They get paid a lot of money, but they not giving them the big opportunities. Come on, man. Anthony Joshua, he hasn't even fought Deontay Wilder. He didn't get his opportunity against Wilder. Anthony Joshua ain't fighting Tyson Fury. Why he ain't been in the big fights? Why Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury was the only ones mixing it up? When is Anthony Joshua gonna mix it up? That's what I want to know, Fred. Why Eddie Hearn been in America for 4 years now, bro? 3 years with DAZN, with all that money, $1 billion. And the best fight he gave me was Canelo versus Daniel Jacobs. And then these Eddie Hearn fanboys, the Anthony Joshua fanboys, you know what I mean? Some of your haters, Fred, they say that Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders is a super fight. What do you have to say to that?
It's not a super fight, but it is a compelling fight from the standpoint of Canelo could potentially go from Billy Joe Saunders to Caleb Plant. So this fight could have a foreshadowing element to it, you know. So because Caleb Plant should actually go to this fight. If he's fighting him, he probably is, but he should he's gonna be taking great notes, you know, and he actually should have Billy Joe Saunders work with him in his camp, since he will stay in Vegas and hang out with what's that guy's name? Tyson Fury, you know, because they spend money, because whenever they get money, they spend money on each other. So he's gonna go back to Vegas and they're gonna hang out for a couple of months. Caleb Plant trains there, and you know, so he actually should hang out with him and get some intel. So
yeah, but it's not a super fight though.
No, it's not a super
people
fight.
Aren't
No,
talking.
I agree. It's not.
This is fight week. Nobody talking. It's fight week. Ain't nobody
Definitely
talking about
it. Fight. Definitely not a super fight. 100% not a super fight. It's a compelling fight for me. Like I want to see how he deals with a guy that could potentially have a great fight. Billy Joe Saunders can have a great fight Saturday night. You know, like he can be on his toes and really box, and he got coward in him too. So, and he got a guarantee. See, when you got a guarantee, you ain't got to be tough. So, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting, and Saturday gonna tell the truth. Saturday night will tell the truth, but it's not a super fight. You're right.
It's not a super fight. Now, Eddie Hearn been going around. He's becoming, you know, he's Canelo's promoter now. Now he's a Canelo fanboy. You know what I mean? He's all over Canelo and Anthony Joshua, but he ain't doing nothing for my nephew, Devin Haney, and I'm pissed off, bro. He better deliver. Devin Haney's next fight, he better deliver Eddie Hearn. That's what I got to say. He got an ultimatum. We want Teofimo Lopez and we want Lomachenko. We want the big names. Go ahead, Fred.
I think Eddie Hearn gets a bonus for Canelo because of how he's literally alienated everything to stand aside Canelo. So I think there's a bonus package attached to keeping Canelo happy on DAZN. I believe that because of how he's acting. Like a promoter is not supposed to. A promoter is supposed to bring in somebody to attach themselves to Canelo. He ain't brought in no fighter and attach himself to Canelo. They got this great fighter now, but could potentially be great. What's the kid's name that I like out of LA? He fights out of Broadway.
Diego Pacheco.
Yeah, Pacheco. Why don't they put Pacheco on the undercard of Canelo? You know, I mean, he got a chance. So he you know, Eddie Hearn is raking in the dough. Raking. He getting more than the only person he's not making more money than is Canelo. He making more money than Anthony Joshua. He's making more money than Dillian White. This man is raking in the dough. Millions upon millions of dollars. Because you got to take this into account. Eddie Hearn can go to the hotel in Texas and say, can you comp me 50 rooms and I pay for 50? Sure, why not? And he runs the bill through Matchroom. He goes to the zone. Well, we need 100 rooms. That's $300,000 he made. Because the hotel is what, $300 a night? Then he goes to the arena and be like, listen, what's the guy's name? The owner? Jim Brown?
Who you talking about? The owner for
Jerry Jones.
what?
Jerry.
Oh, Jerry Jones for the Cowboys.
Hey, Jerry Jones. If you give me a discount, I'll bring you in on the negotiations of Anthony Joshua's next fight. So instead of $100,000 a night, I'll charge you $25,000. I know the numbers are there. I don't know what the numbers are, guys. I'm just using these numbers. Eddie Hearn just made $75,000. He goes to the zone and says, well, Cowboy Stadium is $100,000. He made $75,000. And then he goes back to Jerry Jones and says, hey, we got to make a deal on these tickets. I got this aftermarket guy that I'm really the owner of the company, but I have this guy named Tim Montreal. He's the owner of this ticket company. I need 10,000 tickets, and I need them as low as possible. And guess what he does? He gets the 10,000 tickets, and he takes them to Tim Montreal, and they resell the tickets. Now, that happens with everybody, guys. Don King did this. Bob Arum did this. Al Heyman does this. Eddie Hearn. This is how you make your money. You give your tickets to that's how they compensate themselves, okay? So it's no secret. And so Eddie Hearn is making out like a fat cat. On fight night, he's making out on a fat cat, and his salary and his bonuses from the zone. And ain't nothing wrong with it. It's, the same way you're the middleman in the deal, he is. He just got more zeros than the deals we make. Yeah, the black cop and boys in the hood. Yeah. So that's how it goes. Eddie Hearn is getting old.
He ain't giving me the big fights though, Fred. Like I want to see the big fights in boxing. He's not giving me that.
And you know what? I've never heard it broken down like that. I would have never thought. See, I don't follow Andrade, not unless you don't bring him up or one other person in the chat brings him up.
DB likes him too. Keep it real. A lot of people
DB
like him.
Oh, DB likes him? Okay. And yeah, DB does like his skill set. Yeah, he does. I don't really care for the dude. And so I wouldn't even care to think that Devin Haney and Andrade. I know Devin Haney because I follow his career on a daily basis, but Andrade, I never would have thought. So, yeah, maybe they need a tag team, you know what I mean? And make sure they get each other's fights. I'm telling you, man, these fighters got to come together, man. These fighters got to come together. Terrence Crawford, come together. What's up?
That's a super fight. Yeah, Terrence Crawford,
no, that's
Earl
a super
Spence.
fight. But here's what they should do. They should just agree. The ignorance of them to not agree. The ignorance of them to allow those guys in the small hats to dictate what they should be doing with that $50 million. Listen.
And it might be more than that. It might be more than 50.
Listen, if Lincoln goes up to be an all-star piano guy, right? I may do one tour with ARG. No, I don't know why I'm fucking out of it. Y'all know the company is. But guess what's gonna happen on the next deal? Fred gonna know everything. That's gonna be my crash college course on how to, who to, where to talk to these people and get these deals done. I'm not going through a promoter on his second tour. Ain't happening. Nah, the first tour, maybe, because I'm ignorant to it. You know, I may not know everybody. But the second tour, good luck. Good luck getting a hold of my son Lincoln. Ain't happening. Nah. Now we doing our own tours. Floyd tried it. See, this is how we know business. Floyd tried to cut out the middleman. Floyd purposely went to Famio. And then those guys at CBS called and said, hold up, Floyd, hold up now. We got a deal in place. And now it says in concert with Showtime. Did y'all see the new flyer? It's all, man. I'm telling you, it's they got us on the hook, man. They got us on the hook. And the moment we separate ourselves, man, it's gonna be powerful. It's gonna happen eventually. You know, like, why is LeBron James complaining about the play-in game when he has all the power? LeBron James can single-handedly shut down the NBA. Single-handedly. Why do you think they told his best friend, who's the agent, oh, you got to have a college degree to be an NBA agent? That was the move. They know what LeBron James is trying to do or thinking about doing. I don't know if he's implementing. And that's the truth. The moment we start looking to our left, looking to our right, looking in front, looking behind us and say, I know we don't like each other. I know Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence don't like each other. But we going to let Bob Arum and these guys at Fox dictate how much we should get paid, when we get paid, how much we get paid, what date we fighting on? Nah, it ain't going like that. Hey, how about we do this? How about we form one promotional company for this fight? Better yet, how about every pay-per-view is donated to a nonprofit and we run it through our site? Oh, man, I sit here and that Terrence Crawford Earl Spence fight, and the reason why, there we go, the stuttering, DB, and the reason why is because I know I have an ear to both of them, and I'm like, y'all got to come together and cut. Y'all got to cut Bob Arum out. Y'all got to cut Al Heyman out. Y'all got to cut Fox out. Y'all got to cut ESPN out. Y'all got to squeeze them. Y'all ain't getting this fight unless we agree. But Terrence Crawford is satisfied with the $4 million, and Earl is the big fish with the potential 3 belts by the end of the summer. Y'all missing the whole big picture. The whole big picture. Man, the big picture is we unify. We still gonna fight now. We gonna unify and tell these motherfuckers what we doing. Oh, you don't like it? Hey, Deontay Wilder. Hey, join us real quick. Terrence Crawford calls. I don't know who he got, but let's say he got Tank Davis. Hey, Tank Davis. They fucking with the contract over here. Y'all remember that summit that they had in the 60s? That famous picture? That might be my next
With
drawing.
Muhammad
That might,
Ali,
yeah,
Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown,
Jim
Kareem
Brown.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, I might get that painted. You know, that's the type of alliance that we should have. Ain't no way in hell. Floyd tried it, but he signed his name in blood to CBS. I mean to Viacom. Floyd tried to get away. Floyd tried his best to get away. Anything in America, Floyd got to go through them. You know how I know that? Because he didn't have to go through them for that guy, that Yoshi guy. What's his name? H.
You said Yoshi guy. Who that is?
I don't know. 78 call him Yosh. I don't know what's his name.
Yosh.
The
he a fighter?
Japanese,
what is he?
The Japanese guy he fought.
Nakatani?
No, Floyd. He fought that little guy.
Floyd. You talking about Tension?
Yeah, Tension. Yeah. I know you know everything. So yeah, he fought Tension. That was in Japan. I bet you Floyd got paid cash for that fight.
Got about $8 million, I think, for that fight. $10 million or something like that.
I bet they paid Floyd cash for that fight. Al Heyman wasn't in on that deal. I know that 100%. Leonard Ellerbe wasn't in on that deal. It was some third guy. I forget his name, but y'all saw him in interviews. He set that deal up. And then Floyd said, you know what? If I go through a streaming site, I ain't got to pay Viacom, and I don't have to pay Comcast or Time Warner. And you know, they threatened Floyd. I don't know if they threatened him, but you know, they strong-armed him for sure. 100% they strong-armed him. They strong-armed Floyd and said, you know what? If you go do with this, we gonna sue the living shit out of you. They're not adding more money to the table. Think about it. Showtime is not adding more money. How's Showtime adding more money? Impossible. They may give up more upfront money, but they're not adding more money to the plate. The pay-per-view is going to take care of that. But that's the big picture. Floyd got his hands tied a little bit. Floyd is going to give up about 50, 60. So let's say they do 2 million. I don't know how many pay-per-views they're doing. I'm not projecting. I'm using easy round numbers so we can have this conversation. So let's say they do at $100. I know it's $50, but let's say they do 2 million pay-per-views at $100. That's $200 million. Showtime got to pay their staff. Time Warner got to take their percentage. Famio got to take their percentage. And then they break down Floyd and Logan Paul's percentage. Now imagine if Floyd had to just went straight through Famio. And the same way you bought it through Triller, you ain't got no Comcast, no Time Warner, and all that shit. Imagine just paying $100, $200 million without Comcast or Time Warner, because go Google my Richard Schaefer interview. He broke down the pay-per-view model off top. And Bob Arum also said it on this platform as well. They take 50% off top. The cable distributor. Bob Arum said they take 50% off top. So it's somewhere in between that 30 and 50% cushion that they take, right? Floyd got to give that up. So that and that's the truth of the matter. No one's ever going to come out and tell you that this is the truth. But if you look at how in December you get a discount if you order it early, because it was you know why they said, and you know why they say it's a discount if you pay early, because when you pay early, that's the seed money. That's the investment money. It's like when you prepay for a CD, when you prepay for a book, That's the seed money that's going to pay for the marketing and pay for the and pay for the logistics of the show. So Famio didn't have enough money probably to pay the upfront to a Floyd, probably obviously more Floyd than Logan Paul. So they said, when was the last time you saw a prepay bonus for buying a pay-per-view? When was the last time you saw that? I've never seen that on a cable
on a fight, right?
Yeah, you've
I never saw
seen it
that
on
either.
a cable platform, but you
No,
saw
I
it
never
on a app. Because one, they can control their prices, and two, they don't have as much money as Viacom. Naturally, right? Famio, Viacom, it's night and day, right? So they got to build the pool of money. And
because they independent. Because they independent.
Independent adds up to that as well. And once they get that 100,000 people to invest that $100 or whatever it was, now they got money to play with. Now they can go and pay the deposit for the stadium. Now they can give Floyd his advance money. Now they can give Logan Paul his advance money. And now they got money to play with. And they know they're going to get 900,000 pay-per-view buys the week of the fight and the night of the fight. That's why Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather was delayed 35 minutes, because over 1 million people bought the pay-per-view right before Floyd and Conor came out. It's all business.
So you think the apps are the way of the future, though? The apps is better business because you don't have to pay. They not gonna take a percentage off like you said what's that Showtime you said or who you say you
yeah apps are straight to consumer. Apps are straight to the consumer. It ain't no middleman. When you go to Netflix, you gotta upload it. It ain't attached to your cable bill. You upload it and you pay your $13.99, whatever it is. I'm gonna tell you how much a threat is. I was gonna do a video on this, and I said, nah, I don't want to.
You should.
No, but I'm gonna tell you. Appreciate you, Coach. I'm gonna tell you how much a threat this market is to the cable companies. When is Teofimo Lopez fighting?
I think June 5th.
When is Floyd Mayweather fighting?
June 6th.
Why is Floyd Mayweather fighting June 6th and don't have his own fight weekend?
I'm not sure why they did it like that, to be real with you.
To offset Trilla's momentum.
I got you. Okay.
They are a complete threat to the establishment of boxing as it pertains to the biz. I'm not talking about in the ring fighting. No. Imagine the cable guy saying, you know what? I'm going to just let this man just take $20 million from me and already have the infrastructure set up. Cable company already has the infrastructure set up. It's already set up to distribute to you, to me. It's already set up. Why you think when the Zone came over, see, I had my goggles on back then. Why you think when the Zone came over, but the model was fucked up?
Yeah, Eddie Hearn didn't know what to do with that money, man.
He didn't know how he was doing, but however, I want to stay here because it makes more sense to y'all. Showtime. No, excuse me. It's not Showtime. Viacom and Time Warner. Who else? Time Warner, all Comcast, all those cable companies. They know Triller is a threat to how they make money. About the wheel. It's going to take some grease off the wheel. If Teofimo Lopez is a success, potentially that's more money in the fighter's pocket if Triller is a success, because you just took out two middlemen: network, cable company, network, distributor, two different people. Showtime is not the distributor. Showtime is the network. The distributor The
It's
distributor
like a
is
Comcast or something like that, like a
Comcast,
Comcast.
Time Warner. That's the
Direct
distributor.
TV.
Yes. So that's what they're trying to do. And if Teofimo Lopez pulls this shit off, it's amazing.
I don't think
That's
he is,
why,
though, to be real. I don't
I
think
mean,
so.
and that's why when we got a bitter Bob Arum coming in the shop, he gonna tell the truth about his enemy. No lie. And I don't know when and where it was, but I can't pull off the top of my head. But when he's mad at somebody, oh, he gonna let it rip. And that's why he said, we doing free TV. They charging y'all for the fights. They only doing, this is an example. They only doing 80,000 pay-per-views. And y'all said he was lying. And I told y'all he's not lying. Y'all thought I was hating on the Charlos. 9 months later, the Charlos aren't on pay-per-view. And this is how the game is going now. From a boxer's perspective, you need Triller to be successful. If they're successful, Floyd tried it and failed at getting it to the finish line. But he didn't fail at acknowledging. He acknowledged that going through the app is the way to go to get maximum dollar as a fighter. Now, who's going to hit the home run? Just think, Floyd got a guarantee of what, $35 million? Remember that deal, 6 fight, $200 million?
Yep. With Showtime.
You know why they gave him that money?
I think they needed him right there. Showtime was trying to take over boxing, and they did when they got Floyd.
No. They knew Manny Pacquiao was a $6 billion fight. They knew one night they fulfilled the whole contract. Why would his last fight be against Andre Berto? No disrespect to Andre Berto. That was a throwaway. We made our money, dog. Andre Berto fight was a throwaway. You ever play poker? You free rolling? You ever play poker? You ever flop a set? Or you ever hit a flush on the flop? You just free flowing. You just baiting people in the bet. You don't give a fuck what happened on the board. I got an ace high flush. Showtime, Viacom hit an ace high flush with Floyd Mayweather. And whatchamacallit? Pacquiao. And guess what? Y'all want to know the real truth? The only way that fight would have happened. This is how tight they are. This is how those small hats are so tight. And this is just me putting common sense together. This is no information. The only way Manny Pacquiao gets that fight is if he signed with Bob Arum for that fight. That's how tight they are. No way Manny Pacquiao would have got that fight as a free agent. Y'all remember why he signed with Bob Arum for the fight when he just fought La Maquina in Malaysia and knocked him out? He had to sign with Bob Arum to get that fight. They protect each other. That's the truth. Why would you bring him in on one fight on the highest payday of your career? Those guys, everybody's in bed together. And if Al Heyman goes to Viacom, it's over. PBC is over. Ain't no PBC no more. It's Viacom Boxing Network. I'm not giving Bob Arum praise. Kai, go to bed. I'm telling y'all the game. They ain't got nothing to do with Bob. It's the program. It's the program. It's all set up already. Floyd tried his best in December to break it. The most popular, profitable fighter in the game tried to break the mold in December. And he couldn't do it. A synonym for Bob Arum saying all the pay-per-views go through ESPN. He says, no. You know what he's really saying? My friends ain't gonna let you do it without me. We in bed together. That's what he's really saying. Al Heyman know he can't do this Terrence Crawford because we all got to make money on this. Don't worry, when Canelo leaves Eddie Hearn, he gonna feel it. Don't worry. He gonna feel the disrespect that he's doing. He's gonna feel it. But he got Canelo right now. But when you don't have Canelo, you know what I mean? So that's the truth. That's the truth. Al Heyman can't make moves without everybody being attached in on the deal. Why would Manny Pacquiao willingly give Bob Arum $30-40 million? Now we know he takes 20%, right? We now know that because of what happened in Teofimo Lopez contract. He makes $20 million on the deal. I mean, 20% on the deal. So if Manny Pacquiao made $100 million, he got to write a check to Bob Arum for $20 million. That's the same thing as me saying you can't get the barbershop without PPD and DB. That's the same thing. Same deal. I mean, the money's obviously different, but it's the same deal. I know a lot of people are having some aha moments now, but that's the beast. Someone got to break the mold. LeBron James can break the mold of all this. LeBron James can tear the NBA down with one Zoom call. He complaining about a play-in game. Nigga, you can shut the NBA down. Shut it down, down, down. Shout out to Drake. So that's the truth.
Yeah, hey Fred, you just gave us some free game right there, man. That's free game right there, man. Fred just speaking the truth about the situation. You know, Fred, I watched Joseph Parker fight this Saturday just to switch it up.
Look, I didn't watch it.
He didn't look good at all, too. And, you know, these Anthony Joshua fanboys, they say that Joseph Parker was such a great win for Anthony Joshua. Man, Joseph Parker, he lost that fight. Derek Chisora got robbed in that fight. You know what I mean? So, you know, they be hyping up fighters, so many fighters, man. And Joseph Parker, he's not even that good, to be honest with you, Fred. But when they talk about Anthony Joshua's resume, they say, oh, he beat Joseph Parker. He beat a 40-year-old Povetkin. They complain about Wilder beating Luis Ortiz. They said Ortiz was old, but Anthony Joshua just beat Pulev, who was 40 years old. Anthony Joshua, he beat Povetkin, who was the same age as Luis Ortiz, and he fought against Klitschko, who was in his 40s as well, man. You know what I mean? So I think Wilder get a lot of unfair criticism. You know, I didn't agree with the Mark Breland thing. You know what I mean? I didn't agree with that, you know, but at the end of the day, Wilder was a great fighter, man, and he still is a great fighter. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, Fred. Thanks for having me one more time on the barbershop. You know where we do it, man, where we talk shit and swallow spit. You did. Yeah, much love, Fred. Thanks, man. You was breaking it down, man. Good shit, Fred. Appreciate it.
Yeah, smash like I didn't watch that Joseph Park, but I heard many people say he was robbed on one end. He didn't look good on that end. I don't know. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just gonna lean on y'all. But Chisora know who he is in this game. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna get no breaks now. We all know that. You know what I mean? That's Freddie Pendleton. He was robbed 19 times. Oh man. So it's a crazy game, man. It's a crazy game, man. When you got the most powerful man, Floyd Mayweather can't get away. Good night, Monty. When you got can't get away, and his money's tied up. His money is tied up into those 9. He said he got 9 skyscrapers. His money's tied up, you know. So I think that we man, we gonna need a fighter. I just saw a quote that Jamel Charlo said Canelo's the best. Shit, Canelo's the best. That's why I'm not holding that flag anymore, man. I'm about to enjoy my Saturday. I just heard somebody say, "Are you watching fight?" I'm about to enjoy my Saturday night. I'm about to enjoy my Saturday night with my friends. I might even go to Chipotle and get me a chicken burrito, man. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, he gonna make money on it. Oh, for sure. He gonna make a lot of money on it. You know what I mean? Millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. I mean, but his money is tied up. The point I'm making. Oh yeah, we need about. Can you give us 300 million for it? We'll guarantee you $10 million a month to the day you die, or through perpetuity. That's a great deal. But your money's tied up with them. You can never get that money out. You know what litigation would be? You try and take your money out of that deal versus him going to create his own industries. You know, the easy way is just to invest. You know, the easiest way is to invest with another guy who's already successful. You know, the hard part is like creating your own shit and boom, you got it forever. That's why when we create it like Title, when we create something like Title, what's the other one? The competition thing, duality versus, you know, we create it and they overpay for it to get it off our hands and they have it through perpetuity. That's business though. That's business. Sometimes you got to sell if you're in a bind, you know, sometimes you don't. You know, if you own your house, y'all know y'all get them cold calls. You know, I mean, you get them flyers on your door. You know, you own a piece of land anywhere in the world. You got people always sending out, you know, just reaching out to you, see if you're interested, see how you're doing financially. You know, if you're strapped, you may talk for a while. If you're not interested, you don't even respond to them, you know. So that's the truth of the matter. And that's where I want to go with this show. That this whole conglomerate is, and it's so easy to do in boxing because there is no rules in boxing. Did y'all hear the Chris Arreola post-fight press conference? He didn't get fined. If he would have said that in the NBA or wherever, that's easily $100,000. What he said. You get fined for saying the reffing was terrible in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence need to say, hey, I'm going to fight Ugas. Terrence Crawford is going to fight whoever. They agree. They get the deal signed, and then they go to the distributor and get the deal done. So it was pay-per-view. I'm just talking about the rules of the NBA and the NFL versus there are no rules basically in boxing. As long as you don't touch somebody at the weigh-in, and you know why they do that? So everybody gets paid Saturday night. That's it. If you don't do nothing, you can do whatever you want on Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, but don't touch that motherfucker on Friday at 12 o'clock. Do not touch him. You understand? Or her. Excuse me. Do not touch them. So, so that's the truth. So, and that's where we're at these days, man. That's exactly where we're at these days. And yeah, man. So that's where we're at, man. And I know it's pretty sobering. What's up, Dave Jack? Damn, if Floyd couldn't shake the spot, good luck. Damn. If Floyd couldn't shake the spot, my gosh, Liam. So that means Floyd is stuck with Showtime forever if he comes back. But, oh well. Oh, man. Where are we at? Where are we at? Floyd 44. Yeah, he turned 44 in February, right? Well, however, yeah, because we're the same age. He's months older than me. Yeah, he's 44. Damn. Imagine being a billionaire. Look, imagine being a billionaire, right? He said he's worth 1.2 billion. And damn. Yeah, I'm excited to watch that Brian Custard interview. I'm definitely excited. Congratulations to Brian Custard. He deserves it, man. All the years he put in, he deserved all that success. He's really good too. They trust him over there. You know what I mean? Shit, if he got Canelo, shit, he might as well interview the president. You know what I mean? Shit, Canelo's a hard guy to interview in English, right? Sheesh, really hard. He was talking. I saw the teaser for it. He was in English. He did that interview in English, dog. I ain't never seen a full English interview out of Canelo. First time. Keyshawn Davis on the undercard. That's good. Yeah, Brian Custer, cool. He's trusting. He's believable in the interview. The guy giving the interview. I'm gonna watch it as soon as this show ends. I'm gonna watch that, and he got a Daniel Jacobs interview too. I'm gonna watch that as well. I wonder what's going on with Daniel Jacobs. He's kind of. I don't know if he's back with whatchamacallit. I saw the picture, but I don't know if they train him. If he's back training with him. Oh, he had a translator there too. Okay, cool. Oh, he did the hot box. I ain't watch it. I don't watch the hot boxing thing. You know what I mean? There's a piece of me when I see Mike Tyson, I just shake my head. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I think Mike Tyson is on a minstrel show tour, and I don't want to see it, And sometimes I watch him and I'll be like, yeah, that's Mike. So is DB in here? Imagine if Mike Tyson get a title shot. Imagine. Wouldn't that be crazy? Damn. Imagine. Tyson Fury's in camp. He's in full blown. Oh, you grilling? You ready to call him? He's grilling. What you grilling? Pineapples? Portobello mushrooms. He plays Canelo knows what he's doing, man. Canelo knows exactly what he's doing. He's very intentional at this pay. And he watched everybody. You know, he watched the greats. He took notes. He studied Floyd. He looked at Conor, how Conor and Dana White, they had they run. Floyd and Al had they run. Who was before that? Don King and Chavez, how they had they run. De La Hoya and Arum, how they had they run. He studied all that. And you know, that's what they are. So he's leveraging everything. You know, he got Frank Sanchez on the card, his heavyweight. He got him on the card, and I'm sure whoever else he has. You know, so Mike Tyson became the Hulk Hogan of boxing. That's interesting. Hulk Hogan of boxing. He should have had a grill out. That's what he should have had. Mike Tyson grills. What's the equivalent of a grill today? Cell phones? Nah, what is it? That's too expensive. Oh, the fryer, the air fryer. They should have had the Mike Tyson air fryer. Actually, George Foreman should come back with the air fryer. Shit, they'll sell a few million units overnight. You know, that George Foreman grill was popping. Smoker, yeah, but that air fryer I have an air fryer. You know, I ain't got to stand over anything. You know what I mean? I ain't got to stand in the kitchen and nothing. I just push 11 minutes. Doop, 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 doop. Come back in 11 minutes. It's done. I ain't got to stay in the kitchen. I ain't got to do none of that. I ain't got to burn my hand. You know what I mean? With the grease popping. So, you know, I ain't got to put it in the microwave. It gets all mushy and shit. Yeah, man. Hogan passed on the grill? Oh, you're a chef, though. See, that's, yeah. I like the air fryer. I like the fries. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson earphones. Yeah, I don't know why Dre Beats ain't linked up with Mike Tyson yet. You know what I mean? That makes no sense. I mean, he is the culture. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson and Dr. Dre together. Oh, but he don't own Beats no more. I'm sorry. Dre don't own Beats, so yeah. Damn. You reheat anything on the fryer. Yeah. Yeah, the air fryer is cool, man. Someone gonna. Oh, the study is about to come out this summer though. The air fryer is bad for you. Kind of like how they did the microwave. Don't worry. It's the studies are coming out. The air fryer is carcinogenic. You know what I mean? So is driving in my car, man. When I cut my heater on and I'm driving, that's carcinogenic as well. Shit, the fuck. Where can't I get carcinogenic? You know, so you know what I'm saying. Oh, mhm. And they sell. Hey, you know they sell air in Vegas. They sell oxygen in Vegas. Like when you're drunk, They give you a shot of fluids and you can like breathe oxygen. Yep. So you won't have a hangover. So you get drunk to have a hangover and then you pay to get rid of the hangover. Boy, them day parties clean house, man. Damn, that's big money. Whew. That's big money, dog. Ooh, big money. DB, call me now, man. We can get Kyle on. I tried to tag you too. I was trying to find your link. We'll get that shit tomorrow. I want to pin it. Yeah, Vegas find 80 million different ways to make their money. Oh, your Bud Crawford church? Beam in, Xavier. Beam in. Let me see it. By the way, if you got Bud Crawford merchandise or Sean Porter merchandise, Sean Porter sell shirts at every fight. I know that's for sure. Because I seen it with my own eyes. So if you got Bud Crawford merchandise or Sean Porter merchandise, feel free to beam in with it on, man. Beam in. I want to see it, man. What's up, man?
What's up, family?
Man, I want to see some Sean Porter, Terrence Crawford merch. Xavier said his just came in.
Yeah. Solo mine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You in the truck? Where you at?
No. I just got back in the house, man. Baby girl MP. So when there's a death, she got to go and do the pronunciation and all of that. So we was getting ready to go make a run, and then she got the call. So I'm just now getting to the crib to start putting some food together. That's why I was like, man, I'm just starting to grill. And as soon as I was opening the door, I said, Fred finna hit me right now. as soon as I got to the door, I was like, yeah. So, but it's all good. That's what we do it for, though. That's why we fast. We need the discipline.
Yeah.
But when there's times when we cannot eat, you know what I'm saying? We got to think about it. There's people who see at the end of the day, we know we get to eat. You understand? There's some people who don't know when the meal is going to come. You know, so we have to have empathy for those people and to feel what they feel. We got to feel those hunger pains and the stomach rumbling and all of that stuff. We have to understand that if we don't know, we cannot truly help a person or understand their pain. You know, so
when does Ramadan end?
Next week.
What, Thursday?
It is on the 13th.
Oh, you're close. Oh, this week is the 8th. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
when was the last time you ate?
Last night when we was on the show.
But can't you eat in the morning before the sun come up?
Yeah, but because this show ends so late, and Kyle, you know what I mean, and like everything is late. So by the time I really lay down and you know finish doing my studies and read and all of that stuff, it's already like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm just now like getting in the bed to go to sleep. So by the time I wake up, like at 7, the sun is already out. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I got to do the one a day right now.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's not you know, man, listen, you do something one time, you can do it again, right? If you go climb Mount Everest, right? After that, it's like like I've already climbed it. You know what I mean? It ain't no big deal. Yeah, but we need discipline. Without discipline, without discipline, we can't do anything. You know, discipline, focus, self-determination. But the first thing is self-preservation. And how can we preserve ourselves if we have no discipline? So You know, yeah, absolutely. And salute to all of the brothers and sisters out there who are participating in the holiday. Absolutely. Let's see. What do you say? Jamel just said Canelo a beast and people need to stop ducking him and Sanders scared. Canelo like him.
Oh, he definitely taking jabs at us.
Train like him. He respects that. Man.
I'm not my brother. He said that. Oh my God, this is hilarious. And
well,
then,
I mean,
but here's. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, you man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said, but he's not. He's not his brother. Go ahead. I was just saying he's not his brother.
No,
he is a different.
And then see, and then if you say something about that, oh my God, you a hater. Oh, how could you? He basically said his brother ain't shit.
No, he didn't say that. He just said he's not his brother. His brother can be an animal, but he's a mad beast. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he won't never disrespect his brother that way.
Man.
And I won't even.
He won't disrespect his brother. He said his brother.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh, okay.
He won't disrespect his brother that way. He will never try to make it seem like his brother is a coochie. You know what I'm saying? Or a coward with no heart. He won't do that. He'll have a conversation with his brother, but they'll do it in front of the world. And I think because their self-awareness is not necessarily on 100. They don't realize that, hey, listen, you do have a platform. It ain't just for what you want it to be. Also, when you don't want people listening in, there are eyes and ears on you. So you gotta check the things that you say. But these dudes have found success and got money and fame and not just one person, but it's two of them and they twins and it happened at the same time. And while they're in their 20s in a place where real estate is cheap, so they can spend $200,000 and get a mansion, right? So all the cards have fallen in place for them.
Right.
So, they have this sort of like a bubble that they're in, And so when Jamel said something to his brother, he's not realizing. I mean, at this point, he probably does, but I think the first, one or two times where he made a comment about Maul, he didn't realize that, hey, listen, the whole world's listening and they're going to try to pit you guys against each other. They're going to try to make your brother seem like he's less than. And you don't need Jamel to do that. Jamal do it himself.
And that's the point that I'm making is that if he says that, the fans they love that shit. They gonna drive it. He called tomorrow. He's gonna be a duck. Jamel called him a duck. Watch.
Yeah. Well, you know how women call each other the B word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but don't you try to do it.
Oh yeah, got you.
Got you. You know how we call each other the N word.
Yeah.
But don't nobody else try to do it.
Right.
So it's that same thing. That's his twin. That's his own self. That's his own self-image. You look in the mirror and you see his brother.
Yeah, see,
he can do that. Nobody else can.
Yeah, see? Voice of reason.
But shout out to JQ, big homie. Coop, what up with you? He said DBism. Funny. Yeah, let me see. His live from tonight. Okay. Devious Uno said his live from tonight. I guess he said something. Man, again, these dudes, they have their own brotherly spats and, let them be who they are because we know they wild style comrades.
Let them be who they are. All right.
Let them be who they are. Yeah.
I want to watch the full interview. So I got 30 minutes. So
Jay Dixon said people keep looking for these TMZ moments. I swear. Let me see. We don't have boxing fans no more. Just ambulance chasers. Man, talk to him, Jay Dixon. Talk to the people. Yeah, people on his live though. I thought he was more. Okay. Well, man, listen. Canelo. I saw a piece of the interview. Big Mac did. Stay Ready did it. Posted a little piece. But I didn't see the whole thing. I know if I watch the whole thing, my skin's going to be crawling and I'm going to be extremely agitated and irritated and aggravated and everything else that ends with an aided. But I already know what the answer is going to be. I don't think that he is. Well, I know he's not keen on fighting Demetrius Andrade because he said it out of his own mouth, and he's running with the narrative. And again, this is, in all due respect to Brian Custer, because he's one of my favorites. Like, he's an OG to me, and he gets his stuff out in a subtle way, and I get some journalistic pointers from him. But when he says that Boo Boo Andrade hasn't fought anybody, then who was Canelo's last 3 fights?
I know his last 2.
Yeah, I mean,
who was the last fight? Who was the fight before Liam Johnson, whatever his name was? Who was the fight? Who was the fight before his December fight? I don't know. I'm keeping it a buck. It was Kovalev. It was Kovalev, right? Was it Kovalev, Liam Williams, and Yildirim?
Yeah, Avni Yildirim.
Yildirim, Josh Smith. What's that guy's name he fought? Callum Smith. Callum Smith. Thank you. Callum Smith. And then Kovalev in last November when they waited in the locker room. Last November, Callum Smith. So
remember those names real quick. So let me just run through them. Who has Callum Smith fought? Who are his top 3 fights? Anybody in chat can answer that. Who are his top 3 fights?
I just know Ryder because they said he lost that fight.
No, 3. Don't tell me 1 because we can all.
I'm just saying.
Everybody can name 1.
I only know 1 Ryder. That's it.
No. If you can't tell me 3, that's what I'm saying. 1 don't count.
He was a world champion, though.
Yeah, everybody beat a world champion, man. Guys got the IBO, the international belt. Like those don't count, man. We're talking about guys who are.
No, he had the WBA belt, right?
I know, but just keep going down the lineage, though. So if a guy has fought somebody and you go, okay, he's a champion, then we go, okay, who did he fight?
No,
and then we just doing that until we actually get 2 guys that actually.
Now I'm just saying if he's a world champion, he obviously was a pig. He's a pig with a belt.
Rose, but okay.
I agree with you. And then if we say on the other end, it'll come back and bite us in the foot. Well, he's a world champion. He's trying to unify.
No. But again, I haven't stopped. You jumped in. I haven't stopped. I said we have to keep going until we figure out that the person who got the belt, like if somebody's got a title that was relinquished or handed over, and I'm okay. Listen, if you use the narrative, no problem. Let's take it. Go ahead.
No, I'm reading the chat. Cletus helped us out. He said, remember he won the Super 6 tournament?
Right.
Yeah. So that's all I know.
Got it. Okay, so who's the other? Who's the other guy? So that was Caleb Smith. What about Yildirim?
He's
not fought but beat.
Kovalev, Callum Smith, and Yildirim.
Talking Avni.
I don't. Man, come on, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, have a party, man. Have a ball with that one.
Right. I just want to know the people that Avni Yildirim beat. And again, if we have Canelo here, this is what I'm asking Canelo. Tell me the people that Avni Yildirim beat. Right? And then I'd go to the same thing. Caleb Smith, and then who's the other one?
Kovalev.
Okay. Okay, great. Kovalev, sure. We can put him in there. No problem. We all know what that is, but, we have to play their game. So we go, okay, stalemate on Kovalev.
Now, that Kovalev fight was bought and paid for sure. I'm convinced.
We all know it, but what are we going to do? Ask Canelo that in the interview and have him agree? Yeah, you're right. So we stalemate on that one, right? But anyway, so we got these other 2 guys, and we go, okay, so let's take Caleb Smith, let's take Avni Yildirim, and let's take Demetrius Andrade. And again, I will set him up because I'm going to say beforehand, do you make the fights that the fans want to see? Because you obviously have a contract where you're getting $35 million a fighter. So are you interested in what the fans think and want? Yeah. Okay, cool. and you're interested in making the fights to satisfy your fans, right? Cool. And you're paid handsomely. Yeah. Okay, great. So now, do the fans want you to fight Avni Yildirim? Was there a call for it? No, there was no call for it. Was there a call for the Smith fight?
Oh my God.
I'd say if we had Canelo in here, I'm sure we'd have 2,500 people all in the chat. I'd say for everybody that would like to see Canelo Alvarez fight Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, type in Andrade's name right now. And then you'd watch the chat light up. Andrade, Boo Boo, Demetrius, Andrade. It'd light up. And I'd say, Canelo, click on that little right there. Click on that one right there and let's look at the chat. So here you are, the biggest platform for nocturnal boxing fans. And here you go. There you go. This is what the fans want. So what reason or excuse, either of the two, do you have for not fighting him? Because you said you want to make the fights that the fans want. And then make them answer. Let me see.
Well, let's get Canelo in here.
Yeah.
That's a definitely after he retired type of interview.
because we can't ask him to make those fights. Once he retired,
he wouldn't come in here. He wouldn't come in here.
No, he would after he retires.
Oh yeah, after he retires. You want to stay relevant.
He could, everything's relevant. He can spin anything. He can say Charlo didn't want to fight me. He can say David Benavidez was too young, and I wanted him to shine and grow. And if David Benavidez has a loss by that time, he'll go, you see what happened when he fought against somebody big? So they'll always be able to spin it once it's all said and done. But we need you right now while you and the other fighter is in their prime. And then we say that's what the fans are calling for, and you're already going to get paid. So let's have at it. Especially when you have that dynamic of race, right? Mm-hmm. That everybody pretends not here. Mauricio Suleiman.
Right.
Bob Arum.
Right.
Fred Hawthorne.
Right.
Right. That race component. Mm-hmm. That's going to increase the sales. It's going to double everything.
Right.
You fight a UK fighter. Yeah, the UK fighters will back their guy if he's undefeated and everything, right? If it's a Mexican champion against an undefeated black fighter that's in his prime, there's nothing bigger than that. Absolutely nothing. Now, there's fights that have significance for us, like EJ and Bud, but that's for us. Those are not the biggest fight. That's not the biggest fight in boxing. It's the biggest fight for us.
So what's the biggest fight in boxing, you think?
Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Nothing's going to sell more than that. The only fight that could potentially sell more than that is Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Heavyweights will always be king.
Shit, I think the biggest fight in boxing really is Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua.
Or any way we can spin it with those three.
Okay.
But that triangle is what's at where it's at. I think for us, because we grew up in a different kind of culture where we don't like punks. You know what I'm saying? So we want to see EJ, and then we want to see who really the best is.
I want to see who the best is. I really do. You're right. I do want to see who the best is. I don't want to hide my favorite fighter. Yeah. I want to be nervous. Ding! I want to be nervous, man. I like that feeling.
Yeah.
As bad as it feels,
Yeah. But that's how it goes, man. We have to see it. But I still want to see David Benavidez, man, and Charlo get down. I think that'd be a good fight. Man, there's just so many, But again, I want to make this last point before I close out. So there was a piece, and I know you said, "Oh, y'all are gonna say it's Al Heyman hate," but again, I'm gonna keep bringing this point up. There's times where Al Heyman is the one being blamed, but we got to blame the fighter. We got to blame the fighter. If a fight's not being made and we go, but what is Al doing? Well, he's helping them to advise them to say, look, you should take this fight. You shouldn't take this fight. You should ask for this. That's his job. But ultimately, he works for the boxer. So if Jamal Charlo's fighting once a year, that's Jamal Charlo's fault. That ain't Al Heyman's fault. These guys, if they say, and again, this is why I keep asking the coaches and the fighters when they come in. So who's actually in charge? Who works for who? If you really want to fight, can you get the fight? Yeah. No, if I really want to fight, yeah, I can get the fight. It sounds good. And they forget that 6 months later that, I was on a barbershop and old DB was asking me if I was the boss. I was in control like Janet. I was in charge like the white girl on Hustle and Flow. They get on here. I am in charge. Okay, well, 6 months later, a year later, we finna pull your card. So we got to start putting some of that on these fighters too. A lot of it, most of it. Anyway, that's my last piece, man. I got to put something in my system. So
right.
I'm gonna get the brothers and sisters some love, but before I do that, anybody you want to get some love too?
Yeah, we got Xavier, we got Sweet Science, we got Brandon, we got Dave Jack. Who else we got? We got DB, we got S Dot, we got JP, we had Monty in the building. We got everybody get some love,
Right on. Xavier said, I disagree with you, DB. There is a list of people that make decisions for the fighters before the fighter has anything to say about it. Xavier, let me respectfully ask you, do you fight? Have you fought? That's for Xavier. I'm waiting for Xavier Martinez to answer that.
Go watch that. Go watch the interview I just did with Sergio Lipinitz's manager on the main channel, and it'll tell you, because I asked them how do they get the fights, and feel free to use your own discernment.
Yeah. Okay. So Xavier says yes. Great. Xavier, who's in between you and the fight being made? Tell me the people. This is for Xavier. Okay. Great. You train fighters. Solid. Okay. Who are the people between you and the fight being made? That's right, Devious. You said it right there. Yeah. So you as the fighter can force it. That's right, Devious. But Xavier says depends on what level. Okay. Well, we're talking about the pro level. We're not talking about amateurs. We're clearly talking about Jermall Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Bud Crawford, David Benavidez, Gary Russell Jr. We're talking about the elite pro level. We're not talking about amateurs or prospects that we haven't heard of yet. These are the people that we're talking about. So that's the level that I'm talking about. So who's in between the fighter preventing the fight from happening?
How many kids you have in your gym, by the way?
Man, that's a good question. I just looked at the report too last week. There's 213 active in total. So that's a good question.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I don't know, maybe about 50.
50 what?
Yeah. Kids.
Oh, okay, about 50. Oh, 50 out of 213. That's what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
The rest are, yeah. That don't mean that all 50 are all coming to class. You know what I mean? Like that's just active people that are paying, reactivated their cards or activated cards. Let me see, advisors, lawyers, and managers and promoters. Okay, Xavier, it seems like you don't want these fights to be made. That's the conclusion that it seems like you've come to. Like, yeah, let's just keep everything the way it is. What's that status quo, right? Let's not rock the boat. Let's keep everything the way it is. Yeah, I can't make the fights because there's so many people in between me and the fight being made. so many people. There's so much in between. No, that's not what I said. But that's what I'm taking from it. So if Errol Spence wants to fight, if he wants to fight, you think Al Haymon is going to stop him and say, no, you can't have this fight? And I'm not talking about the one-off, the special cases, Deontay's in court and Tyson Fury's. I'm not talking about those one-offs. I'm talking about for all the other fights. I wish fights were able to be made as easy as we say it. Well, no, I'm not saying that it's easy to be made, but you heard what Devious said. They can force it. And I'm not sure if you've been here like through the interviewing process, but the next fighter we get on, you'll see. And I'll ask them in a subtle way. And they probably don't even know I'm taking a dig at them, especially when they do some foolery. But anyhow, man, I need some nourishment, man. So I'm going to get some love to the brothers and sisters, man. We'll be in here less than 24 hours after
DJ
this.
Hard Hitter tomorrow night.
Yes, indeed. We'll slide over to the brother Kyle's after this. But let me see. T.O. didn't do anything. He was fighting. Yeah. All right, man. Shout out and salute to my brother Brandon Washington. Salute, big bro. And we got Raw Dog in the building. He said T.O. gambled and won. Okay. Devious Uno. He said looked like T.O. did. Okay. Salute to Devious in the building. Salute to Xavier Martinez in the building. Trent Dolan. Salute to you. Let me see. Trent said, who are the fans outside of the hardcore black fight fans? No one's general casual fans clamoring for that fight, bro. Which fight, Trent Dolan? Which fight aren't people clamoring for? Trent Dolan, you said outside of the general casual fans. Nobody's clamoring for that fight. Which fight? Type quick. Hit the microphone, talk in the phone. Give me your moment. This your time to shine. This your time to shine, brother.
I remember Ron Artest said that to his daughter. Shine, girl, shine. When his post-fight conference after he hit that 3.
Well, Trent Dolan said Canelo versus Charlo. He said nobody wants to see that fight. So who do they want to see Canelo fight? They don't want to see Charlo. He don't want to fight Boo Boo Andrade. He said he ain't gonna fight a Mexican boxer, so he ain't gonna fight against David Benavidez. So now you tell me, brother Trent, who's Canelo gonna fight?
Right. Good point. Boxer sparring. He said it. If the fighter want to fight, they can fight. He said it. He did. And he's an Al Haymon guy by way of Samson Promotions.
There it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And somebody, just when we get Tay back in here, we're gonna ask the question again. You know. Anyway, man, let's run through these. Shout out to the brother Jay Dixon in the building. And my cousin D-Man Jr. done slid in the building. Salute to you, cousin. Shout out to Trent Dolan. There you go. Raw Dog, we got you too. Let's see. Michael James 616. What up, Mike? MJ, salute to you. Brother Code 10 in the building. Shout out to Brother Code 10. Robert Brown still in the house with us. Salute to you. DOGG 215. Philly in the building. Salute. My big bro Puncho in the building. Where you been, bro? Dave Jack, Eastside, Detroit 313. Salute. S. Riddle 45. Salute. Fred and DB, Barbershop. South Central style, yes indeed. Mark Fralin in the building. Salute, Mark. Still celebrating the flame ain't going out from your birthday. There we go. Try to get it out. And shout out to the brother Yova in the building. YV, Cali brother, the Sweet Science Examiner. Yeah, he said in charge like Charles. Better believe it. All right, let's see. Austin Barnett. What up, Austin? I ain't seen you in a couple days. And Chris said, let me see. Andre's last opponent, Williams, lost two times to a guy named Canelo KO. Okay. So, Chris, you don't want to see the fight either, right? Chris, you don't want to see Andrade fight against Canelo either, right? That fight don't make sense, right? Yeah. Unifying belts made sense when it was Avni Yildirim or Kalem, whatever his name is, but now it don't make sense, right? Yeah, you sound like one of those dudes, but it was his mandatory. All right. These dudes, man. Yeah, I'm gonna see where they got a special on those pads at, so we can get some of y'all padded up, man. Buy a big box for y'all. Put them right there. Every time y'all do start acting like y'all on your cycle, Fred, just pick one of the pads out and just throw it at the camera. Shout out to Boxer Sparring in the building. Let me see. President Jafar, salute to you. He said, boo, boo. Mark Fralin, we got you. Hotep Shalom. Shout out to Hotep. D. Will in the building. Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens, salute to Reg. Yeah, big homie Coop, we got you. Let's see. Mark Wunderlich, same thing, man. Birthday still. You still got a couple days, man, to the next weekend come up. Tone Brown in the building. Salute to Tone. Cass, shout out to you. Sean W. He says Smith won the tournament. Sean W. Haven't seen it before, so welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Appreciate you coming in here, man. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you,
Big
bro.
Texas, ATX, Cletus Smith. Cletus? Oh, there go my bro Mir. What up with you? Oaktown in the house. There we go. And the Erudite Scholar, salute to you, man. Hopefully I didn't miss nobody that's still in the building. I don't see nobody else, though I see the same names right there. Oh, there go DJ right there. What up, DJ? T-Bell still in here. Salute to you. Paul Cortez, let me see. He said, we want to see Andre Charlo GGG with a rematch clause. Yeah, I'm with it. Salute to Jeff Jack. Welcome to the show, JJ.
Welcome to the show.
The other JJ, we know Jarvis is the real deal. South Central. Urine Carter, salute to you and our queen sister, Unique Don. She said, fire. Shout out to Alex Lopez. Alo says, smash the like button. Tell him, Alex. Get that thumbs up, y'all, before we get out of here.
Smash the like.
Let me see. And Adrian Ruiz said, dude, why don't you go off on Jamal for fighting Montiel? Yeah, well, you know, man, listen, I have to practice some restraint, man, during this holiday, Adrian, so I'm going to tell you how I really feel tonight. But come back in a couple of weeks, brother. We have a conversation. I love you, man. And Demonic Williams, man, he got a cold name. He said H-Town in the building. Wilder KO Ruiz, third round. I believe it. There you go. Ask Mark Wunderlich. He'll tell you, bomb squad. Yeah. And then Kyle just dropped the link in there too. Oh man, there go Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones. Okay, there you go. He's still awake. Anyway, man, Peoples Hernandez.
I was asleep.
Man, drop those 5 mics on us. Play the song, Fred.
I was trying not to cut you off because you said you was, you were hungry. Shit, I could have cut you off about 10 times now.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, I was doing you a solid, man.
Remember when you was real sleepy? You said, man, I said, man, let's get out of here. You couldn't even hit the buttons right.
Oh, man, too funny.
What up, Johnny Appleseed?
People Hernandez, man. Thank you.
People Hernandez. My brother People's in the house. Shout out to the East Coast family.
Right. Because the devil is a lie. Hey. I'm telling you the truth. Hey. Hey. And you fist fight for millions. And much expected, much is given.
You can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant.
Open up your words now. It's the moment that you lose. No backing.
For the children, it's a given. You gotta give it. Be a blessing.
Rob, see what you say?
It's my personal statement. Running game like I'm ASIC.
Learning, develop, patience,
Determined to be the greatest. Yeah. Bobbing and weaving and changing up like a season. Indigenous to the grind. So I do it for all my people.
Jabbing the competition, back up against the rope. She fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, give
Rob, see film.
never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round.
Nice to play with no rehearsal. Yeah, bro. Personal. Cause the devil is alive. We going over the cows, hey. Right now, hit the link. The things you got to do, hey, 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 hey. Hey, Kennedy's so fascinated by me snapping my finger. How you do that? How you do that?
A lot of people don't know how to do it.
Oh, man. Love y'all, man. Love you, DB, man.
Bro.
Appreciate y'all, man. Go eat, go eat, go eat.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Holla at y'all. Peace, peace.